And that's how I sync my videos, people, so you guys can have some crispy audio. We got us a scoop today. If you guys don't know, if you've been sitting in a rock somewhere, there's a petition going on change.org to remove or ban PewDiePie from YouTube for being a white supremacist and spreading white supremacy. It was made by Maria Ruiz. A lot of people heavily disagree with that petition and the reasoning behind it. However, people, today, thanks to a member of the TooBlunt Army, Anthony, my bro here, got an inside perspective of what Maria Ruiz really thinks. I have a few issues with what she said here, and we're going to be breaking it down. Now, I did vet this. I made sure it did come from her Twitter account. Everything's going to be on screen so you guys can read it. I'm just going to be giving you guys my opinions on the situation here. We're going to jump into these messages. Basically, his first message is just telling her that not all PewDiePie supporters are white supremacists and that the people that did attack her are idiot people. Listen to her response. I got a little bit triggered here. This is what she said. Listen, I want them to attack me because what I really want is for YouTube to moderate its platform, give parents options to block whole entire channels of content. But when you bargain with a huge company like YouTube, you have to have demands you're willing to let go or make less demanding. Removing PewDiePie is one of them. They could just demonetize his videos or just meet my other demands and my petition would still be a success. There's a lot to break down there, so we're gonna start from the top. Miss Maria Ruiz wants the trolls to attack her. You know what I'm saying? What she's doing here is basically, it's dishonest, trying to capture a small percentage of people to bring to YouTube to say, hey, look at this. These guys are harassing me because of PewDiePie. In my opinion, that's completely wrong. Let me know what you think about that in the comment section down below. She wants to give parents the option to block whole entire channels of content. This point here kind of makes a little bit of sense for parents to be able to moderate what their kids are watching. That's cool. However, there's hundreds of thousands of different people posting on YouTube daily, so I'm not really sure how they would go about doing that. There's an app called YouTube Kids. They can go there. Well, this is a part of the problem that I have with Maria here, where I feel like she's being extremely dishonest in her message. She goes on to say they can remove his channel or just demonetize his videos. Which one is it, Maria? If you truly believe that he was a white supremacist, spreading white supremacy on YouTube, you should stick to him being removed only. Demonetization should not be an option because his videos will still be here on YouTube for people who are becoming white supremacists. Do you think YouTube is going to remove his biggest content creator? What kind of precedent does that set? You let this slide, then everyone else's channel is going to start getting banned and blocked because people feel hurt. People feel that someone is doing something. People feel my feelings, shut up. Context and intent matters. She says back, it's called clickbait. But for some reason, there are types of PewDiePie followers that are extremely toxic. I did want to highlight this phenomenon. It gives me pressure to apply when talking with YouTube. My aim is AI to remove all non-protected speech and extremist materials like every other platform that has kids on it. I gained 50,000 supporters in maybe 2 weeks without even trying. Oh my freaking God. I don't know if Maria knows how the internet freaking works, okay? Content creators, for the most part, have no control over what their audience does. People who speak on, let's say, a Fox News or CNN, they have extremist audience that take things out of line. Some people are just crazy like that. You can't control every single person that watches your video. Even though PewDiePie has already disassociated with himself with these extremist people. He said it countless times. I don't know how many times the guy has to do it for you to understand. AI cannot sense sarcasm. AI cannot sense what a joke is and what a joke isn't. So people choose to take jokes and represent them as if they were serious, Maria. So people do that, like what you're doing here, and try to convey a different message. She goes on to say, my methods have never really been conventional. However, they're designed to draw attention, but PewDiePie calls the followers are just easy targets. There you have it. This is what I mean about the dishonesty. Is your message and belief really that PewDiePie is a white supremacist spreading white supremacy? Is that the true message behind what you're posting here? Because it really doesn't seem like it. It seems like you want attention for a cause that doesn't have a strong ground. She's just using that small percentage of people who are going to be crazy and extremely vocal towards her to push this message. And this isn't her first petition. It's just like she goes around petitioning everyone. I like this point because I grew up watching South Park. I grew up watching Dave Chappelle. I grew up watching Adult Swim and American Dad. All of these shows are edgy jokes. They are played on national television. They have huge corporations running commercials on their shows. So obviously they don't see that these channels are that bad. How accidentally typing out the N-word and posting it with a whole separate button accidentally, or I don't know what that means. She goes on to non-protected speech. Protected and non-protected speech is different in different countries. Well, for the most part, the grasp that I got of non-protected speech is speeches that like incite violence, shows pornography, child pornography, and things of that nature. We can't just pretend that when we're outraged, the context goes out the windows. I don't care if you're on the left or the right. Stop with that bullshit. I've been seeing a lot of comments talking about dark humor is like food. Not everybody gets it. Here's a problem I have with that analogy. When you don't like a certain food, you don't go out there and boycott it and try to ban it from being sold. There may be some crazy people that are trying to ban certain foods, but for the most part, no one gets in an outrage about the food that they don't like. You know what they do? They gonna say like, well, I don't like burgers, so I'm just gonna go and eat this burrito. That's what I'm gonna do because I don't like freaking burgers. It should be the same with freaking humor and comedy. Like, why do you feel the need to try to control what other people like? She says individuals like PewDiePie has less free speech and he's also legally responsible for his platform, knowing his base and making sure his speech is modified or used accordingly. For the love of goodness, I wanna thank YouTube for posting PewDiePie's video on trending for like the past couple of days. That itself tells me that YouTube sees PewDiePie's side and they do not believe that he's a white supremacist or spreading white supremacy, because he would have been off the internet a long time ago. He's not misleading anybody to do anything. He's not inciting violence. In the end, his example stands to show what someone can get away with on YouTube and still just be fine, and what goes in his comment section that could easily be modded out. I'm sure many of his followers would do modding for free and blah blah blah. The guy posts like one video a day. He gets 30k comments. That's a lot of freaking comments to kind of moderate. It's comments that are compounded. It doesn't just stop. It keeps growing and growing and growing and growing. Daily, he's probably getting 1 million comments, and to be able to go through all of those, that is extremely difficult. In my opinion, impossible for someone to be able to do. You need like a full-time staff to be able to do that. For the people who are saying it is all his fault, I don't think you guys watch his videos. It's the biggest problem I have. They say, well, a lot of racists support PewDiePie. Of course, a lot of racists are gonna support a guy that when something happens, the media takes everything out of context. Of course, someone who is, like, let's say a white supremacist sees like, oh, look, they're bashing this guy for spreading white supremacy. I should go and follow him. They don't watch his YouTube videos, because if they did, they would be like, wait, this isn't what I wanted to see. He's not calling to lynch any black people or kill the Jews. Seriously? This isn't what I wanted. The media lied to me. I want to just keep bringing up the point that context does matter. There's a thumbnail here. Now, if you guys were just scrolling through, you'll be like, whoa, crap, Mr. Beast hates PewDiePie.
I don't actually hate PewDiePie. I just want to see how many people would click on this video because I put a hateful title towards him.
Yeah, that's what his video was about. Smart move to get views, man. I have one last point here that I wanted to read out. Now, this subscriber here, Nanuza. That's a cool ass name, dude. Jeez. I'm gonna read this out to you because when I read this, it kind of gave me shivers down my spine. And this is what Nanuza has to say. I'll leave it up here so you guys can read it too. And this kind of broke my heart, right? Man, I wish there were more people like you around in the world. I got accused of terrible things a few months ago without even having the chance to defend myself or give any kind of focus to context. Lost my band, the whole college career because of anxiety, panic attacks, and the straight up fear for my life. People constantly tell me to kill myself because of stuff that didn't actually happen. That crap hurts, man. It breaks my freaking heart to know that. And just people out there in general go through things like this. The intent, context, all of these things should be looked at. You can't throw away logic to make something fit your views. I don't agree with that at all. Crazy. I just want you guys to let me know in the comment section down below what you guys are thinking about this situation here with PewDiePie, Maria Ruiz. Thank you, Anthony, for giving me the information on this. And I hope you guys can get in the comment section and you know, basically let me know what you guys are thinking. And if you want to share this video to PewDiePie, you know, share it to him, because I don't think he's ever seen the side of Maria Ruiz's comments. So I want to thank you guys for all the support. Thank you for watching this long video. I'm about to sign out. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. If you guys like the video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and like if you want, I guess. I'm signing out. Peace.
To have my name associated with something so unspeakably vile has affected me in more ways than I let shown. I just didn't want to address it right away, and I didn't want to give the terrorists any more attention. I didn't want to make it about me.